Welcome, everyone. Today we're diving into the Bill of Rights in the Philippine Constitution. Remember, Bill of Rights can be invoked only against the government, not against private individuals. Under the Due Process Clause, life, liberty, and property are protected. Life refers to bodily integrity, liberty to freedom from arbitrary restraint, and property to ownership rights and more. Due process covers substantive and procedural aspects. Under the substantive due process, there should be a lawful subject, interest of the public in general as distinguished from those of a particular class. And lawful means employed are reasonably necessary for the accomplishment of the purpose. Procedural due process serves as a restriction on actions of judicial and quasi-judicial agencies of the government. The following are the elements. 1. An impartial court or tribunal. 2. Jurisdiction must be lawfully acquired. 3. Defendant must be given an opportunity to be heard, notice and hearing. 4. Judgment must be rendered upon lawful hearing. Administrative due process, applicable to government agencies, includes the right to a hearing, decisions based on evidence, and independent tribunals with clear reasons for their decisions. Equal Protection Clause. Article 3, Section 1 of the Philippine Constitution states that no person shall be denied the equal protection of laws. But what does this mean exactly? Equality among equals. Simply put, it means that all persons or things similarly situated should be treated alike, both in terms of rights conferred and responsibilities imposed. Let's break down the scope of equality a bit further. 1. Economic equality. This ensures that everyone has equal access to economic opportunities and benefits without discrimination. 2. Political equality. While civil rights of aliens are protected on an equal footing with citizens, their political rights may not enjoy the same level of protection. 3. Social equality. This aspect of equality focuses on ensuring fair treatment and opportunities for all members of society. Now let's talk about what makes a classification valid under the Equal Protection Clause. The following are the elements. 1. Germane to the purpose of law. Any classification must be reasonably related to the purpose of the law. 2. Applies equally to all members of the class. The classification must apply equally to all members of the class. 3. Not limited to existing conditions only. 4. Substantial distinction. There must be a real and substantial difference between the classes being classified. Section 2, Article 3 of the Philippine Constitution. This section unequivocally guarantees the right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures. But what does this mean for our everyday lives? Right to privacy. At the core of this provision is the right to privacy, often described as the right to be let alone. Within this sphere, we find various zones of privacy that encompass personal matters, communications, and decision-making. Zones of privacy. 1. Informational privacy. This pertains to the interest in avoiding the disclosure of personal matters, such as financial or health-related information. It's safeguarded by laws like the Data Privacy Act and remedies like the writ of habeas data. 2. Decisional privacy. Here, individuals have the right to independence in making significant life choices, free from unwarranted intrusion or coercion. Test for a valid right to privacy. 1. Substantive test. Individuals claiming the right to privacy must have an actual or legitimate expectation of privacy in the information or situation. 2. Objective test. This assesses whether society would consider the expectation of privacy as objectively reasonable. Search warrant. A search warrant is a powerful tool in law enforcement, but its issuance must meet certain criteria to protect the rights of individuals. Here are the elements. 1. Probable cause. This is the foundation of a search warrant. It requires facts and circumstances that would lead a reasonably discreet and prudent person to believe that an offense has been committed and that the objects sought in connection with the offense are in the place to be searched. Importantly, the search warrant must refer to one specific offense only. 2. Determination by the judge. The judge must personally determine the existence of probable cause. While it's not necessary for the judge to personally examine the complainant and witnesses, the examination under oath or affirmation must be thorough and exhaustive. 3. Particularity of description. The search warrant must provide a detailed description of the place to be searched and the items to be seized. This serves two purposes: to allow law enforcement officers to readily identify the properties to be seized and prevent them from seizing the wrong items, and to prevent unreasonable searches and seizures by leaving no discretion regarding what articles to be seized. Conduct of search. Once a valid search warrant is obtained, the search must be conducted in a manner that respects the rights of individuals. Here's how it should be done. The search shall be made in the presence of 1. The lawful occupant of the premises, or 2. Any member of his family, or 3. In the absence of the above, in the presence of 2 witnesses of sufficient age and discretion residing in the same locality, privacy of communication and correspondence. The Constitution upholds the inviolability of privacy of communication and correspondence. This means that individuals have the right to keep their communications and correspondence private, free from unwarranted intrusion or surveillance. Thanks, and see you in the next video.